Why am I all blue? That's a little opacity thing that I put on. Let me turn that off. Good morning, everyone. I'm just testing out Sonoma. I had a little bit of an issue with getting Sonoma working. And also, let me just see here what's going on. I'm going to go there. You in Safari. Just to make sure everything's working okay. There we go. There we go. That's working well. Thank you for the thumbs up. Oh, I can see the where the thumbs up are coming from. I didn't know that. Now I have a little drop-down menu and I can actually see where they're coming from. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let me go. Thank you very much. So it's a couple of things. I just wanted to thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you very much. This is just a test. Like I said, I'm going to turn this down. Make sure everything's working okay. No, come on. Where's the... Turn that off. I want to monitor, but I want to keep everything turned down. The volume turned down. This is just a test. I had a little bit of an issue with Ecamm Live, getting it working with, so this is Sonoma for the very first time. I updated to Sonoma. Hello, sir. How are you doing? Let me just check one thing real quick just to make sure that we haven't updated Final Cut Pro yet. So this is, let me just show you what I'm doing. MacBook. This is what I do to check. I pull up Final Cut Pro in the search menu here. Thank you very much. Final Cut Pro over here. You can see it over there in the search menu. And then I get Final Cut Pro and I just go back and forth like this to see if it says update rather than open. That's typically what will happen when we're looking for Final Cut Pro updates. So we got 4.7 stars. That's not bad at 4.7 out of 5. Not bad at all. Let me just put a camera on here so you can see me talking. 4.7 out of 5 is not bad at all. Not bad at all. Used to be 4.2. So 4.7 is a lot better. 4.7 is a lot better. But right now, sometimes they update at 10 o'clock. Apple does. But it's still saying open. And once this little thing says update, that's when 10.7 comes out. So typically, when 10.7 comes out, it could be 10 o'clock a.m., which right now on East Coast, which is what it is right now, so it's not updated yet. I'll keep an eye on it. It's right down below. Or 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Sometimes it's noon. Thank you for the thumbs up. It's appreciated. But I had a little issue updating to Sonoma. Let me tell you what I did. I updated Sonoma on an external drive. It's very fast. It's a very fast external drive that I have. I put it on this. This is a Thunderbolt SSD, 2 terabyte SSD. And I updated Sonoma on this, right? No problem. No problem. Everything's running fine, except one major piece of my live streaming situation. United Audio, I installed the driver, I reinstalled the driver over and over and over again. I finally found one little line in their instructions that says you cannot install it on an external drive. It has to go on the main hard drive. So then I had to start all over again. And I made a volume on my main hard drive, called it Sonoma. And then I installed Universal Audio drivers, and it's fine. finally. But you got to jump through all these hoops now because of security with macOS. I appreciate the security with macOS. Don't get me wrong, by a large margin compared to Windows and Android and stuff. But a lot of hoops you have to jump through to install some of these applications. And I was jumping through hoops, and I couldn't figure out what was wrong. It's because I was trying to install it on a little external drive. Let me just, why isn't that? That's interesting. Let me, I thought I put that instructions over there. Trial mode, that's not what I'm at. Let me see, general. Screen sharing, shortcuts, general. Where is it? I know I put it up there. Automatically hide comments after 15 seconds. Yeah, that's what I thought I did. So anyway, there's a possibility that Final Cut Pro 10.7 can come out at any time today because Apple, the only thing Apple said was later this month. Well, today is later this month and today is a Tuesday. So nothing from me for accolades, but from the Final Cut Pro Creator Summit, by the way. It was an invigorating summit. It was one of the best ones I've ever been to. So I figured that we would have this little test stream. Like I said, I'm on Sonoma. As a matter of fact, right now is a good time before you update to Final Cut Pro 10.7. If it comes out today, don't know if it is. If it doesn't come out today, they're not going to update it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Highly unlikely. So the next time would be next Tuesday. But I haven't given up on today yet. I have not given up on today yet. Let me just check on one thing. Output, video monitor. No, I don't want that. Options, stream size, high quality video mode. Stream shape, wide. Yeah, we're doing good. Just because I reinstalled Ecamm Live over here, and you got to redo all the preferences. You got to do all these check boxes. They have a whole bunch of preferences. You got to do them all. So just double checking, make sure that they're all working. But everything seems to be working fine. United Audio is working fine now. And Ecamm Live seems to be working fine. Sonoma, I'm kind of liking Sonoma, but first thing you have to do, back up your current copy of Final Cut Pro. Number one, don't install Final Cut Pro 10.7 without backing up your current copy. That's one of the main things that people forget to do, and they complain, oh, I have this and I have that. Wrong. Let's look at, make sure we're not updated yet. We have not updated yet. I just want to, before we go, Finder Cat, Final Cut Pro. Where is Final Cut Pro? There it is. I'm going to make, excuse me, a new folder and called it FCP. And I'm going to drag a copy of Final Cut Pro into that new folder. Let's go down here and just double check. Nope, says open, no update yet. But it would not surprise me if Final Cut Pro updates today. Would not surprise me at all. It seemed pretty good that when we saw the version at the Final Cut Pro Creative Summit, it looked pretty darn good, pretty stable. They had a demo in the demo room. So 12,000 votes. 12,000 votes on Final Cut Pro, and it's got a 4.7 rating now in the App Store, which is fantastic. So let me do a couple other things I want to do while I've got you here. Oh, LumaFusion. Okay, LumaFusion. Let me just go over here to the graphics. Where are my graphics? There's my graphics. Look at this deal. You cannot beat this deal. Okay, you can absolutely not beat this deal. Let me put a screen up there. There we go. Let's do that. You cannot beat this deal. This is a mystery deal, mystery sale, November the 23rd through the end, $14.99. Half price LumaFusion, starting on November the 23rd. Today's the 21st, so starting on Thanksgiving, LumaFusion is going to be $14.99. Now, $14.99 is 3 months of Final Cut, renting Final Cut Pro at $4.99. You can buy LumaFusion outright, starting November 23rd, for 3 months of renting Final Cut Pro on the iPad. 3 months. What the heck was that? Was that something that I did? Oh, I read about that now what is that? That just came up by itself. I don't know. Maybe it's my hand gesture that caused that. I'm not sure. This is a beta version of Ecamm Live. I always run the beta version because it's pretty stable. But I'm not sure what the heck that balloons came up. No idea. I read something about there's an issue with whatever they call those coming up by themselves. So who has coffee? Who has coffee? Look at that. I have a magic cup of coffee. Look at that. Magic. So this is a successful test, right? The audio sounds good. Let me know in the comments. The audio sounds good. We're still waiting on Final Cut Pro. They've announced it. It's coming out. That's not a secret. We've been talking about it for months and months and months here on Final Cut TV. Oh, there we go. It says macOS Sonoma has system-wide video animations you can disable at the top of the menu bar of your screen. Really? Really? But the only thing I don't understand, I think it was just in the Ecamm Live window. Oh, it says reactions. Ecamm Live beta. Let's see if I can trigger one. Yeah, that's what. There we go. There's the reactions. We got this one. We got this one. We have, this is the balloons one that came up earlier. This, very, very bizarre. Lasers. What is this one? No idea. Confetti. We'll do that when Final Cut Pro 10.7 comes out. So somehow I had no idea, I triggered the balloons earlier. This one. Somehow I triggered that. No idea how I did it, but it triggered. This is Ecamm Live. This is not macOS Sonoma, but thank you for telling me about that. I didn't know that either. So one of the things, when you update macOS, you got to jump through hoops. Security this, security that. You got to reboot and change the security this and security that, and you got to make sure you get to the system preferences, privacy and security, and you have to allow this application to be loaded on your system and all that. Well, that's good for security, I understand, but it's also a lot of hoops. Our friend Spencer Lewis says, from Philadelphia. Looks good, sounds good on my iPhone 15 Pro Max. Let me just check on something here. Style, text margin, border, dynamic. Well, we'll get to that. But you got to reset all your preferences for everything too, which is kind of where I'm at right now. As I'm going through, I'm going to reset all my preferences for everything. I have a lot of apps I typically run, but I like Sonoma itself so far. It seems to be pretty stable. It seems to be pretty fast. Back up your copy of Final Cut Pro right now before 10.7 drops. If it drops today or drops next Tuesday. If it doesn't drop today, I doubt it'll drop and won't drop until next Tuesday. I doubt it. Now, I know a lot of people do updates. They go to the update page and they hit Apple Command R. I understand that. I've had better luck doing it my way. I've had better luck doing it my way, which is doing a search for Final Cut Pro in the App Store, and it's clicking on the Final Cut Pro icon back and forth a few times. And this icon here will say update when 10.7 is available, right? You can see right now it's 10.6.10. Now, what is that? What did I do there? There we go. 10.6.10. So, but I'm impressed at 4.7. That's really cool. That is very cool. So I'll be checking this a couple more times throughout the day. The Mac update. If there's any update, of course, I'll come back on live. I think this has been successful. What do you think? First off, thank you for the thumbs up. Got lots of thumbs up this morning. I didn't spread it that wide this morning, but do subscribe over there at the YouTube channel, because that, when 10.7 comes out, I will. Thank you very much for the thumbs up. When 10.7 comes out, I will indeed be coming back on here and streaming live. It's not that it's a big secret. It's not that it is, we don't know what's coming up, because we do. We do know what's coming up. Well, that's interesting. Thank you very much. Thank you. We got thumbs up from Facebook and from YouTube, of course. I got a little drop-down menu that I can see where everybody's watching. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, and I have a little drop-down menu. I can see how many people are watching, and I can see where the thumbs up comes from. I asked that last time, and I didn't know. Now I know. So what are you most excited about for Final Cut Pro? Coming in Final Cut Pro. Anybody? Here we got a video here. We are live on Facebook and YouTube.
Hey, Internet.
Chris Hawking came all the way from Australia
Hey.
specifically for this one update.
I did.
Because
yes.
you wanted to get rid of scrolling timeline out of right? You wanted to cross it off.
I just went in there on the first day and I just clicked a few buttons and now you have scrolling timeline. Are you happy?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you sent it to him. That's how you do it.
Yeah, that's right. No, it's been awesome. It's been such a cool conference to come here. It's a lot of money to come from Australia, as you can imagine. But just the Apple Park visit alone is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And it's such an amazing thing to see that campus.
It was. sorry, already started reservations. Already started reservations for NAB 2024. That's what I've started doing. It's amazing, but I like getting everything done ahead of time. I like getting everything done ahead of time. I like preparing because things change. When you get reservations early, airfare and hotel, typically when I go back and check months later, everything has gone up in price or things have sold out. Like for the Creative Summit, they had a special price at the Aloft Hotel, and then after a while it sold out. There was no more rooms available there. So it doesn't hurt. Number one is I get the kind of things that I can cancel without penalty. So if I do have to cancel, I can cancel, but I don't plan on it. So NAB 2024 is coming up in 5 months, a little over 5 months. Let me see. December, January, February, March, April. Yeah, 5 months, NAB 2024. I don't know if there'll be any Final Cut Pro stuff there. I have no idea. Zero idea. The fact that we got Final Cut Pro 10.7 previewed at the Creative Summit, and we have some neat features in it. I mean, I know I have some that I really like. Well, that's really cool. Thank you very much for thumbs upping these streams. Let me just pull this up real quick. I want to mention this. Here we go. Because, let me just pull this up real quick. I want to mention this Facebook group. Thank you very much for the thumbs up. I want to mention this Facebook group. So I've started a Facebook group that's dedicated to Final Cut Pro 10.7, right? Let me turn that on. Here we go. So I got this Facebook group that's dedicated to Final Cut Pro 10.7. And the reason is because the Facebook groups right now, I have several. I have one that's got 12,000 members, and Final Cut Pro Radio TV's got 2,000 or 3,000 members. And those are really good. But I want to start one specifically for Final Cut Pro 10.7 when it comes out. Specifically for Final Cut Pro 10.7. So I've started it over there at facebook.com/groups/Final Cut Pro 10.7. Final Cut Pro 10.7. Groups, Final Cut Pro 10.7. And the thing is, if you're interested in Final Cut Pro, I mean, we got 4, 5, 6, which are great. But if you want to concentrate on Final Cut Pro 10.7, you can come over there and join that group. It is open enrollment right now. At some point, I may have, approval to join it. But for right now, it's fine. Everybody gets accepted at this point. We have almost 200 members. I just opened it up last week. So it's going to be dedicated to Final Cut Pro 10.7 in the future. So when they announce 10.7, that's the future of Final Cut. 10.6, 10.5, 10.4, 10.3, 10.2. I don't know what's going on. Is it gestures that's causing those weird things to come up? But apparently they're just coming up by themselves. Is that what it is? Is my hands gestures? I don't know. But yeah, it must be something like that. It's when 10.7 comes out, I'll go ahead and do some of those. But anyway, join the Facebook group if you want to. It's open enrollment right now. Look at that. It's just looking at my hands and doing these weird things. I don't know. I've read about this online, about the Ecamm Live Beta doing this random gestures and stuff, so that's what's happening. But I'm not going to stay on here any longer because I just wanted to test out Ecamm Live and macOS Sonoma. It's been a success. It's been a success. Everything's working fine. My U audio driver's working fine finally. If Final Cut Pro 10.7 comes out, let's just check and make sure it's not out yet. If it comes out, I will come back on, of course, to celebrate with everybody. It's not out yet. It is not out yet. We're still at 10.6.10. Final Cut Pro 10.6.10. There we are. All right, everyone. I just wanted to come on and say that that's the case here. Thank you very much for the thumbs up. It is appreciated. It's just doing that by itself. It's just doing that by itself. I'm not doing that. So it's doing it. Look, it's triggering. There you go. So when I do certain motions, it's triggering. Thank you for the thumbs up. So when I do certain motions, it's triggering that. This isn't something new in Ecamm Live. It's funny. I guess there's certain hand motions that trigger. All right. I'm going to get back off here. Keep on lookout for Final Cut Pro 10.7. I got 3 or 4 projects that I want to start. Could I please share the link for the group? I certainly will. I think I copied that. Didn't I copy that? Let me go copy that. I will copy that for you. Yes. Because some people are, there we go. Some people, that's the wrong one. No, you have to do this one. So I have a private one. Here we go. Copy. Let me put it up there for you. Text. I'm going to put it up. Here it is. Thank you very much. So it's facebook.com, edit text. We don't need that part. Let's do this. Save. Facebook.com/group/Final Cut Pro 10.7. That is the one for the Facebook specific group. And I did that, like I said, this is the era of 10.7. Final Cut Pro 10.7 is now. It's coming up now. And it's the future. I want to concentrate, this group is concentrating on 10.7 and the future, not 10.6 in the past. Look, it's going to do another thumbs up for me. You look at that. So this is the group that I've started. Right now it's open enrollment. We just got 3 members, 4 members coming on during this live stream. Is it going to be 100% 10.7? No, we'll try to keep it about 90%, 95% 10.7. Obviously, there's some things that 10.7 has to relate to 10.6 and earlier versions. But this is mainly Final Cut Pro 10.7. Okay, that's what the group is going to be concentrating on. So we'll try to restrict 90%, 95% to 10.7. But anyway, I'm liking Sonoma so far. I don't know if anybody else let me just put this over here. If anybody else, I guess other people have already enjoyed 10.7. I mean, already enjoyed Sonoma. So we're here just checking once again. Thank you very much for the thumbs up. Open, open. If it says open, that means it's the old version, 10.6.10. So I haven't updated yet, but I would not surprise me to see Final Cut Pro 10.7 slip in today. It would not surprise me at all. But anyway, we have a group specifically for Final Cut Pro 10.7, which is the future of Final Cut Pro. Thank you very much for the thumbs up. It's the future of Final Cut Pro. Not the past. This is the future. If you have a scrolling timeline in Final Cut Pro, not from Command Post, but natively, you can join the group. We should make you prove that. You got to have a scrolling timeline. I'm just being ridiculous. I'm not being serious, but we're going to try to keep most of the conversations to Final Cut Pro 10.7. That's what the idea of the group is. If you want to just do other generic stuff, you can go to other groups. Look at that. It does it automatically. Hand gestures. Let me see what happens here. Anything? I did this one time. I did another hand gesture. Something new in Ecamm Live. This is why I'm testing it out. But anyway, that's the group you want to go to. Facebook.com/group/Final Cut Pro 10.7. We just started the group. We got about 200 members already. And I don't expect it to have 10,000 or 20,000, but who the heck knows? I mean, I like smaller groups that have have activity, but not like a lot of generic stuff. Then you have to deal with spam and all that stuff. All right. I think we're good for today. I'm going to keep checking for Final Cut Pro 10.7 in the App Store. It didn't come out at 10 o'clock. Could come out at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. It's just Eastern time, 11, 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. If it doesn't come out today, I'm going to guess it's going to come out next Tuesday. I mean, it could come out at any time. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. We're getting a lot of rain here on the East Coast in the next couple of days. It must get very, very windy as well. So I got a little bit of outdoor work to do. I have to switch. I have a dual boot system now. I have a Sonoma and Ventura, and I haven't transitioned my email over to Sonoma yet. It's still on Ventura, so I got to go back to Ventura, check my email. But so far I'm liking Sonoma. This is working very, very well. Everything's working, so I'm glad. Anyway, thanks everybody. If 10.7 comes out, I will be back on the air within the hour. Within the hour. Unless it comes out at midnight, then I'm not going to be back on the air. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. I appreciate all the thumbs up, and I appreciate your support. I'm preparing to go to NAB 2024 in the middle of April. I'm already making arrangements for that. We'll be reporting there, of course, anything Final Cut Pro related. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see everybody soon. Let's hope for Final Cut Pro 10.7. Talk to you later.